Sup guys, welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to transfer files from your PC to your Korg Triton expansion board SSD. Remember, your floppy drive won't be needed anymore. And if you have your expansion board already installed, well, that's great. And if you haven't, it'll be great if you purchase it. It is recommended because you go with floppies about this, it's not going to be the same, and it's going to be hard to load up your instruments and sounds, because otherwise you'll be going 101. So let's get right into it. First of all, to continue, you need this. Yup, you need a USB to printer cable. You can get this on Amazon around $6. And if you just want to, take it away from your printer, you could, just disconnect it and then plug it in and use it for your expansion board, which is right here. SSD slot, you can see right there. It's white. It's printer. You can find this almost anywhere. Amazon, obviously. So that's all you will really need. You either use this, or you take out the SD card from the bottom, which is, of course, it is now open. I mean, I wouldn't see a point when you could just use a cable, and makes it easier instead of opening up your Triton just to transfer files and then put it back in. It's like a, kind of like a waste of time when you could just use this and plug it out when you're done. So first, you will plug in your PC and make sure your Korg Triton is off. I will do that. Have this ready. I will just do it off in my suggestion, just for safety reasons. So there won't be like any troubleshooting. So have installing your USB slot, right, which is this, and we connect this right here to the computer slot right here. And like that, you are ready to put in the things you want. So now we're gonna power this thing up. Yep, and that is expansion port. It will recognize as SCSI. Make sure you have this version, obviously. And that is it. New volume. It is like that, obviously, because I already formatted. My friends, this is the second step after installing expansion board. So if you haven't seen the other video, go to that one first, then you could come back here to, to get the information you need so that you could transfer your files. So it is here. You open folder to view files. And this is what I have. I have all this, right? I have all this. It's right here. All these files I have. Just the files I use. Ignore that. Try to use my expansion board, but it doesn't go through. I have the preloads, which is the one that comes with the keyboard, obviously. This is the G piano. You can actually purchase it on SynthCloud, which I am leaving a description right there below, so you can purchase them. Really great piano sounds. They load pretty quick when you have the expansion board. And these, well, like whatever. But these are all the samples I have right here. All of them. Now I'm going to show you how to transfer. Now I have this USB floppy drive. I actually bought it at Macari for $7. Somebody was selling it for $7, almost in like new condition. And the best part is I had a free shipping for this. Wow, it's in great condition. So to use this, you will grab your USB right here. You will plug right in to your USB slot, which is right here. Now it's ready for use. You heard that kind of beep sound on on the computer, which is not that loud. So it is ready to insert. I would recommend, if you have samples that is on a floppy disk, well, I got samples right here. There are good like programs when it comes to like pads and all that stuff. I got this. I think you can find this around the internet on the Korg online. I just have, you know, the original floppy, so we're gonna insert it right in. These are old, yeah. Floppies don't even exist nowadays. So put it in, and of course, if you have files on a floppy disk, then of course, yeah, get yourself a floppy drive. They are not too expensive. I believe they're around like 14 bucks. I think the maximum 20. I was lucky enough to get a low price, so you know, fue puro suerte. Pero bueno, floppy disk drive, go in. Now this is what I got. Now this shows up like this because I have this like this app right here on my computer, but that doesn't really matter because usually it's supposed to be white like this one. They're all supposed to be just a white sheet of paper, but ignore that what you call it, ignore that software. So we will transfer these four files to my expansion board. It's got pretty cool sounds. I want to have all of them already, so you will go here, and I'm just gonna delete some that I'm not using. And to delete, you hold the left click and you scroll down, and then you hit right click right here. And you want to delete those? Well, yeah, I do. Well, you delete and you say yes. All right, I want to delete that too. You want to delete one, you just tap on it. You know how the procedure is. All right, so now we're ready to paste the ones I just copied earlier. Now you right click and you paste. Not paste shortcut, paste. Do not use paste shortcut, use paste. And there you go. It is loading in to the expansion board SSD. It is up to 4 gigabytes. The expansion board, so you could fill a lot right there. You don't gotta be dealing with, you know, floppy USBs or floppy disk in general. You're going by one just to, you know, to download and put in all the samples to your what you call your Triton. So it is in already. So now you exit and make sure you go into your arrow and you eject. The new volume, right? So you disconnect it. Now that's over, we are going to the Korg Triton. Come check this out. And we are here. Yep. The Romans layers, yeah. You know what that sound is. Well, hit on disk. There is no disk, of course. And it changes to unformatted. Remember, go to your new volume, right? And all your samples are there. And going to the ones I put, they're down here. There you go. These are the ones. So I'll give you something. I actually like, if you don't want to load everything, this is what I would do. I would open, and you open the programs. You open the bank, and you just want to add one program. Like all this doesn't need, you know, the mods. They could be played already. So this doesn't take up too much memory. So this could fit on one floppy, of course. So that's the great thing about, you know, these files. It doesn't take that much of memory. So I will pick, let's check, assemble pad. Yeah, I like that one. We're gonna load it, load select, and where does it want to take over? Well, I will go on bank E, of course, because that is where you put in all your samples. Because if you have bought the Triton, everything will be blank, so that you can add, more sounds. I will replace it with this, which is I don't need it anymore. So we press OK. So you can press you could tap on any program you want to replace it with, and you go from there. Press OK. Writing into internal memory. And just to make sure, when you're transferring files, obviously have it on, but do not be on disk mode, and do not play your keyboard. Do not play while you're transferring files, because it could have a delay, or it can crash. So you don't want to do anything with it. I know it's pretty exciting when you're playing with the keyboard and then transferring files, because I'm gonna play with the new sounds. But yeah, that's quick tip. Now it's loaded. Shoot, that was a mistake. Oh, went back. So another suggestion that you can do is, if you just want to load everything, to your Banky, which is obviously recommended, or if you own expansion board MOS, I believe there's F Bank, and you just want to place it there, then you could, which I don't have, but I have Banky, which is blank, but with programs already listed, because I added with the samples that are loaded already. This is what will load everything. Like, for example, these 4 programs will load automatically to bank E, obviously, but I don't want it to take over everything. So what I do is, like how I showed you, I will go to a program and choose one that I want to have. You don't have to have everything, of course. Now, you just say, man, I just want to release everything, okay, then for sure, then you could just load select, make sure you pick the right one. Don't worry about this. Well, mine just says like that because of the type of programs I have, because these are known by Korg. But normally it will I'll show you. It will normally show you this KAC allocation. Make sure that it's on clear. And if you already loaded your programs on the eBank, you don't gotta press that. You just gotta have the clear on there, and then it'll go right. Now, if you want to load more samples without taking off the ones you have, then press append, because if you press clear, then you will have to, it will erase your samples, multi-samples that you had already loaded. It will go away, and you'll have to reload them again. But if you want to have them all, then press append. But for this instance, I just have it on clear Korg, because in reality, that's the only thing I load. It's a G piano sounds, of course, and these guys, you already know what these are. They already have the sounds already in it, so they stay there. They don't go away even when you turn it off. And the other ones, like these are like real multi samples that you have to load each time you turn it off. Turn it on, and you go right from there. Which for now I'm not gonna do, because I already did it. Cancel. There you go. One thing to consider when you finish, obviously, doing everything, take out a floppy disk. This is, in reality, this is no longer needed. I actually have it in a library box, just as just like as a library, just to keep as memories. But now you got everything in here. Everything you need is in your Korg Triton. Yes, look how much data this takes. Look, so much. Now you don't got to be dealing with these guys, or the USB, which was like this, where you had to go one by one by one by one. That is all over. Forget about that, like literally. And if you have the budget to get this, and you don't want to spend on another keyboard, well, this is a good option. right now. It's pretty cheap. Well, to me it is cheap, but it is a great product. It is the expansion board SSD. I'll leave again the link in my description to purchase this item so that you can get all the sounds you want in it. And the best part, quick speed load. And just make sure that you format this one. Well, mine says new volume because I already formatted it. So make sure you format that. And now you know how to transfer from here to here. You just gotta, of course, make sure. Well, now I actually showed you how to transfer, but some people are confused on what has to be transferred. Well, we'll go back to that again right now. So again, we're back here again with some new things. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna give you an example through here. Of course, your PCG and KSC. The PCG is what holds all the, all the programs so that you could play them. I mean, the list, obviously, the list of programs that are listed on your, your bank. But if you want to have it sound, you gotta make sure that you use KSC, obviously, like how I showed you on the Triton. You load the KSC, and if you already have the programs already on the banks, then you don't gotta press the check mark for this and in your Triton. So basically this is what really matters most to you. But obviously, as you can see, this is all the KSFs. You gotta make sure it is all in order. As you can see, mine is all in order. Here it came like this, which is the best part. You can see they are all in order. Yup. Huge list, long. But make sure that your KSFs are all in order. Yeah, that's what you gotta make sure they go by good number. Now, it might seem like maybe when you add it to your Trident, it might be like, oh, it looks like one number is down here and the other one's in the top. But don't worry. I mean, what matters is make sure you got all the numbers. That's what matters. You just have all the numbers in your memory in your expansion board, and if it's like that, then you can load all your sounds with good time. And you can see that, obviously, KMP, and that's it. Basically, all that you gotta transfer, and you don't miss this out. If you miss out the KSC, you will never be able to load your sounds. Even if you load your programs, I'll just give you an example right here. Banky, I'll just show you. I mean, they all sound right now because I'll give you through here. You see? Ya ves? No suena. Now, of course, that's because one has to change it to the RAM that is specifically for the what you call the Triton. Your multi samples. Damn, that's weird that it's not loaded in, but well then, that is what you gotta do. But now I'm gonna take you to load those sounds. You got all the KMPs in there. You got everything's ready to just load. You go here, but first, of course, this must be connected. So it's a good thing I just remember. So you already got all this in, guys, into your new volume. It's easy, copy and paste. It's nothing really that hard. And you need help on this, you could rewatch this, or you can send me an email in my description below, so you could know what to do, what to do the right thing, so that everything could go well. So that is it. as long as everything of the KSFs is, you know, in, you know, your folder. Doesn't matter how order it is, if it's, you know, if the numbers are in different places, but if it's all there, then you're chilling. You should be getting your sounds loaded right away in no time. So now we are ready to load our sounds for real. And make sure, again, you gotta go to your, you know, right here to the USB port with the check mark to safely remove hardware and eject media, and eject expansion board SSD mass storage, and it's ready. So we're gonna disconnect this guy. That's it. Now we're gonna load these guys. Disk. See? KC. PCG is basically everything of programs or combinations you have. And this is what I have loaded inside the Banky already. So go up, and I just want to load up the sounds so I can play them. Go here, you load select, clear, okay. There you go. It is doing its job right now. All the KSFs will load. Before, in the floppy or in the USB, you had to put different KSFs on different floppies, literally. Like, I remember using this, the same sounds, samples. I'll have to use one by one, meaning one KF7, and I have to move to another deck so I could load the next KSF. And now I don't. You see, now it loads. Now, if you have that budget and you say, well, I got, you know, tons of money, and, you know, I really don't care. I just want to get myself a better keyboard. Go for it. You know, there's really no problem if you're, and that's great that you're able to get a new one, and obviously it's already a huge advantage. But for those that are, you know, low income and, you know, need something that's gonna help them, not just, you know, for themselves, but especially when you go out to play in a concert or at a service, you know, you have this. It will load your samples pretty quick. It will take no longer than 5 minutes. Yeah, that is the load. That's the best thing about this keyboard. I know this keyboard came out back in 2000. One of the best keyboards I've ever seen. Yeah, it's already 20 years old. I know there's Chronos. Yep, there's Chrome, the more advanced ones. But this thing, it's got pretty cool sounds. Honestly, sounds are very great. Like, literally, like the presets, of course, the factory sounds. There's also a way to install expansion board PCMs, which is the little green card where you put under. You can also add the SIM cards up to 64 gigabytes, obviously 132 and the other 32 to make it 64, which is what I have under my Triton so that I can load these sounds because that's what's required. And you got the expansion board SCSI. The original was a SCSI cable that you had a huge hard drive right here on your side of your keyboard, and you were able to load up to 5 gigabytes of samples. And the reality is, I mean, why would I be carrying something big on my keyboard when I could just get something smaller that's already inside, and I don't gotta install too low? Because with the other one, you had to connect to your hard drive to install. It wasn't like, oh, okay, I could disconnect and then it's in here already. No. Of course, this is in here on this one, the SSD, because there's an SD card inside, right? Obviously, a micro to an SD adapter. Get the HC SanDisk, 4 gigabyte, and it should be able to work. Obviously, you need a brand new one. That's what I did. You can purchase that right on Amazon. It will come with your SD adapter. Put it right in, and take it inside your Triton. I give props to Abasolo 63. Si me estás oyendo. He is a great guy that recommended me this product. Well, he's not the seller, of course, but yeah, he posted a video before, like, of a different one that came out before this one, and at that time it was by megabytes. I don't remember how many megabytes it was used at that time on that video that he posted, but you could go check it out. You can go check out his YouTube channel. It is Abasolo63. He actually just posted same video I did of installation, but in Spanish. And if you want to go check it out, maybe you don't understand English, go for it. He'll be gladly to help you. He's the best guy ever met on call, and he's helped me how to put things together on what should I do. He has given me the right recommendations so that I could get my sounds right away, and it's almost ready. See that? It is almost ready to be played. That is the best part. So go check out his channel. He has great stuff there. He actually sells samples, sounds, sonidos like trumpets and accordions, all that stuff. Well, it is already loaded. See how quick that is? I used to wait 2 hours back then with my USB just to play something. But now I already got it loaded real quick. That's the best part. So that is all I have for today. Got any questions, you could leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel. Give a like. Share this video with the people so that they can get this item. And for people that maybe already have this, but they just have no idea where to add the files or where the procedure so that everything could go all well. Well then, hope this has helped you. We'll see you on my next video. Just a reminder that obviously don't get scared if when you turn it off you don't find the multi-samples in your RAM, but that's because you got to keep loading them each time you turn on. But the great thing is sounds will load quickly, so that's all that really matters. Now for those that are saying, like how I said a while back, I want to get a new keyboard, go for it, no problem. I mean, mine as well. And for those that maybe have like a low income, you can get yourself a MIDI keyboard, not like a synthesizer, but a MIDI keyboard that's around like, I think around like $100-200, and then get yourself a MIDI cable, which I don't have on me right now. Well, I have it on me, but it's not here on the keyboard right now. But you can get yourself a MIDI to USB connected to your laptop, and then you put the MIDI cables into your keyboard, and you go get yourself the Korg Triton VST. It's got everything there, the expansion boards, the PCMs, everything. Tiene todo, literal, and pretty good price. So, and I think it'll be a good deal for you if you just want to, if you're starting making music. I would recommend that. Get yourself a Korg Triton VST. It is amazing. Like, especially I use it more because of the expansion boards of PCMs, knowing that my PCM for concert grand piano didn't go through because it is faulty. But at least I got the MIDI, and man, their sounds are super great. Well then, we will see you next time. I hope this has helped you, and just know there you go. Yeah, now it's in. You see, this is where it would sound now. It does, because now the samples are in. But we will see you next time on EG 21.